Well, a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to the stream. You're with Tim's a Pilot here at twitch.tv, broadcasting live from the UK, and of course Jetstream TV on YouTube. Currently sat on the ground on runway 26 left. It should be 26 right, but because of the bugs that there are in Flight Simulator 2020, it doesn't put you on the runway that you actually initially configured the flight plan for. So instead of 26 right, we're going from 26 left because that's where it's dumped us, and we're on the ground at Vancouver International Airport on the Pacific Northwest coast of Canada, just across the Blaine truck crossing from North America. Today we'll be flying down to Seattle, Tacoma. Just a couple of bits of information on the flight today. Departing 26 left on a Yankee Victor Romeo 4 departure, and then the arrival is a Mana 8 onto runway 16 left down at SeaTac. So let's have a look at the aircraft itself. So there we are, all lined up, 26 left, everything is configured for departure. That's rather a nice glow on the windscreen, isn't it? Lovely. So yeah, everything's done, FMC is set to go. Let's just change our ND range on the primary flight display, so that brings up where we're going. There's our flight route. How do you increase the brightness on that? Because that's not very bright, is it? Bear with me, please, guys. It's not too bad when you zoomed in on that view, is it? Really? 10,000 initially. Flight level is going to be 390 today. We will turn on the auto throttle before we leave. 10,000 is set and running. 250 knots, and we'll click on the VS, and we'll just make sure that that's going up a positive rate. Okay, without further ado, guys, I think we should get cracking and head off down to SeaTac. 3, 2, 1, 3 minutes into the stream. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here once again at Jetstream TV. And now thrusters coming up, stable and rising, parking brake released. Initially departing out over the ocean here at Vancouver, beautiful part of the world, the Pacific Northwest, with wonderful islands just off the shore. V1, copy. Rotate. That's a positive rate. Yeah, climbing out nicely. Sounds like it's stalling to me, that, guys. Struggling, but we're climbing. That's stalling, isn't it? Bear with. Get that gear up. Really struggling to get thrust then on the way out. Is everything okay there? It's looking okay. Climbing out. Get them flaps in, just get a bit more speed going. See what's going on with the speed. Get the autopilot in. Autopilot is set to Commander A. Looking for LNAV selected. Speed selected. That's at 250. We'll increase that. VS mode on. About 2,500 feet per minute now. We're making a left-hand turn, so it's following the FMC. That's good. At least it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Thankfully, that sounded like we had no thrust at all on the climb out then. Sure the flaps are in as we make our left turn. Check the map very quickly. So there we are, departed from Vancouver, and we're on a southerly track now, heading direct to Vixor, which is our next waypoint, which is actually Vancouver Island, I think. Victoria International. Yeah, Victoria Island, British Columbia, which I've actually been to. Lovely part of the world, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so heading direct Vixor now. We need to be climbing up through the levels very quickly today. So we'll just get up to the cruise 390. Still think that's a bit high for the flight today, but we'll go with what they've told us. .390 selected. Are we still on VS mode? Yeah, we are. Just check that on the FMC. The PFD, sorry. Now selected, 260 knots, climbing through 6,400 feet. 390 is set, 11 knots on the tail, 332, 294 miles per hour on the ground speed now, and we're heading direct Vixor, which is 22 nautical miles away. Current local time, it's saying 23:32 in the evening, but that can't be right. Make sure we've got the weather selected to real world weather and time. Real time 23:28 UTC, it's saying. That's changing now though. Yeah, it's on real, set to real time. Everything's as it should be. 16:28 local. Relatively short flight this one tonight, guys. Definitely it's not very long at all down to SeaTac. I'm surprised it took us up to flight level 390, but it is what it is. Okay, heading direct Vixor now. And that's just directly over Victoria on Vancouver Island. Was it Vancouver Island? Yeah, maybe I'm getting it mixed up. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, guys. I'm tired. I've had a very long shift today. Just thought I'd get a quick flight in before I chill for the evening. Lovely views off the nose of the 737 MAX here in the Southwest livery. Right, 10,000 feet, keeps doing this, really does. On, up, 2,500 feet. Let's increase the speed now as we're above 10,000. Let's go up to 310. Really get them engines working. Get up to the cruise altitude as quickly as we possibly can. We'll just come back on the ND range here now ever so slightly. Let's see what our track is. Coming up on Vixor, 7 nautical miles away, then off to Orcus. That's our full route that you can see there, guys. Really not that far at all. Can't see us getting up to 390, but we'll give it a go. We'll just go with it and see where we end up. I know that on the FMC it's given us a it's saying 390 at Vixor. That can't be right. 17,000 at Orcus. So you know what, we'll just stick it at 17,000 because there's something not right there. Let's bring it down to 17,000 feet. $17,000 now, and we're passing 13,000, so that should level off at 17,000 as we are in a left turn just past our waypoint now, heading direct to Orcus where we should be at 17,000 feet. So just enjoying the views off the pilot's view of the nose of the 737 MAX now. Lovely day here, just clouds, pockets of weather here and there, but makes for very, very nice viewing. Lovely detail on the clouds. Let's have a look off the right hand side of the aircraft. Oh, now that's some view, isn't it? Beautiful. Not a fan of this aircraft. You can see it's low poly as well all around the engine. You know, it's not round, it's not smooth. It's a cheaper version than the PMDG. I just picked it up because it was cheap, around about £12 English pounds sterling. But you can just really see the texturing's not the best. The wing just looks white. Not much detail's gone into it. There's no dirt around the cowling or anything like that, and it's a very low poly model as well. You can see that on the edge of the engines, the way it's not perfectly round. You can see the little lines that make up the circle. Obviously I'm speaking from experience. I used to be a games designer, was in the computer games industry for 10 years, so yeah, they can just do considering the money that they're charging you, they must have some kind of decent Photoshop texture artist that can do. I could do a better job than that, and Photoshop was my bread and butter for 20 plus years, you know. I used to do graph repaints for the modding community for Flight Sim X, Flight Sim 98, going back in the day, Flight Sim 2000. I did literally hundreds of aircraft repaints, and I did better job then than what they've done on this now. But you can't really complain, guys, to be honest with you. It flies well, and it's one of the better aircraft that has the least amount of bugs in it, so you know, it's a trade-off sometimes. Well, lots of weather on our way down to SeaTac. We'll be coming through a lot of that. Should make for an interesting arrival. 17,000 feet now. Let's just check the FMC so we'll see where we need to be at what point. Orcus, we need to be at 17,000. We're currently at 19, so I don't know why it stopped. Synchronise the current altitude. Why is that not doing what it should be doing? Well, I don't want it on that, I want it on the hold, so let's put it on 17. Don't want it on VS, that should bring us down. We're currently at 20,000, so that's going to bring us down to 17, or it should do. Why is that not descending us? Yes, it is now. Now it's working. Okay, so, sorry guys, bear with me. Do we have an FMC view? One sec. Yeah, we do. Yeah. So, 17,000 feet at Orcus. Same for Mana, which is now our arrival. We need to be at 12,000 feet for Mana, which is our next waypoint. So we need to be coming down even further. That's okay. Actually up and descending very quickly on this flight today. 12,000 feet, we'll get that in the box. set and running. Excuse me, guys. "15 minutes into the flight today. Thanks so much indeed for joining us here at Jetstream TV. Tim's at Pilots live now from the UK on Twitch.tv. We're in the Southwest Boeing 737 MAX, just departed Vancouver International, and we're on a southbound track down to Seattle Tacoma, and we're just coming up to the arrival now at Mana. We're actually on a Mana 8 arrival for runway 16 left at SeaTac, so not much further to run now. 15,000 feet now. We need to be at 13,000 feet, 12,000 feet, sorry, on reaching our next waypoint at Mana, the Mana 8 arrival. So we'll just zoom in on the ND range there. There's Mana, next stop Bowen, and then Griffey, and they're all quite close to each other, so let's see where we need to be on the FMC for them. Griffey 6,000 feet, Carfu 3,200. We'll just bring it down to 3,200, guys, to be safe, and we'll just have a nice gentle managed descent down. I can see us being on the ground very soon in the most safest way possible, obviously. 3,200 feet selected. Still descending. All is good. Let's have a look off the nose of the aircraft and really enjoy this descent. We'll bring the airspeed down to 250 as we're going to be passing 10,000 shortly. "250 set and running." And let's enjoy the views as we fly south towards Seattle Tacoma. It's a shame we've got such, this is real world weather, this is the real weather at the moment. We're going to struggle to see Mount Rainier and some of the beautiful sights of Seattle, such as the Space Needle and other famous landmarks in the area, which is a shame, but you know what, it's always good to go with the real world weather sometimes. Little bits and bobs beneath us, but not much because of the cloud cover. Slight left turn now following the track, descending to 3,200 feet. Make sure the aircraft's still descending. No, we're at 12,000. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. VS speed, we'll get that on the minus. We'll come down at 1,000 feet per minute, that should do us. Maybe 1,500. See how far the track is now on the ND range. Yeah, really not far at all, so we'll keep it at 1,500 feet on the descent. That's bringing us down slowly. So let's make it 2,000 just to be sure. And we'll go back onto the nose for the descent as we come down through the clouds down heading towards Seattle. It's pretty much a gradual continuous left turn until we reach our final approach for SeaTac. Coming in on runway 16 left today as we descend down through the thick stuff. Let's bring that speed down to 200 now just to make sure we don't overshoot. Coming down through 9,000 now. All is good, all is good. Sorry guys, frog in the throat, standard stuff here on the channel. View isn't that great off the nose there, is it? So there we go, breaking through the cloud. I love this view, I love descending through clouds. It's so beautiful, it's so realistic. Just bear with guys, stepping away from the cockpit. I will be right back momentarily. Enjoy the view. Lots and lots of weather as we descend down towards Seattle, Tacoma now. Really going to have to keep our eye on this map now and see what's going on here, because it's heavy weather over Seattle. Yeah, and there we are now, descending over the Puget Sound to Griffey. And you can see the 50 nautical mile range is set. This is SeaTac right here at the bottom. I'm making gentle right hand turns, one at Griffey, one at Helza, one at Carfo, then we're direct into 16 left at SeaTac. Perfect. Just watch for them subtle right hand turns then guys, and we'll monitor the altitude en route. Slow to 200 knots now. Beautiful views as we burst through this cloud layer here. Lovely. There's our next turn at Griffey. Yeah, and then Helsa and Carfo coming up next. We do have some aircraft here. Going to be very difficult to see visually, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for them. One to the left and one to the right. Plenty of distance between us at the moment though, so shouldn't be anything to be too concerned about. Check on the altitude, just make sure we are steadily descending on VS mode. Yeah, we're at 3,200. Let's bring that down to 3,000 feet. Just going to keep it with this view for the majority of the descent guys. I love this view, it's so realistic, and we can switch between the map to see exactly where we are, because the weather is so bad visually it's not great, and the more we descend through the cloud the views aren't going to improve, they aren't going to get much better. So we'll just keep referencing the map to make sure we don't overshoot or anything. We're going to pick up the ILS for 16 left. Everything should be fine and dandy. I'm going to predict we'll be landing within the next 7 or 8 minutes. Oh wow, look at that, it's breaking through. Just a hint of blue sky and then back into the clag. All part and parcel. Okay, Helza almost there now. 35 nautical miles out from SeaTac now, with a right turn at Helza, and then we're straight down Carfo, Douglas and 16 left and we're flying directly over Boeing Field as well on the way in, Boeing King County International at Seattle, Washington. So flying directly over the top of that just after we make this right hand turn at Carfo. And then yeah, there's a lot of traffic on the ground. We're going to have to watch for departing aircraft from both SeaTac and Boeing Field. Right hand turn coming up now at Carfo. Still no visibility at all. This is not good at this flight level, guys. Try and bring it down slightly. See, let me just check the altitude. It should be sea level as we're so close to the coast. SeaTac, yeah, 367 feet, that's fine. We'll bring it down to 2,000. And then we'll VS on that. And we want to come down 1,000 feet per minute. Let's get out of this clag, guys and girls. Are we descending? Yes, we are. That's fine. There's the right turn now. So we are direct into SeaTac. Hopefully we can break through this cloud and we'll get a good view of Boeing Field on the way in as we're descending to 2,000 feet now on the approach. This visibility is not good at all. It really isn't.
2,500.
2,500. Seen. I have to come down a bit lower, you know, because this could be absolutely thick clag on the way in. It really could, all the way down to the runway, which isn't great. We could change the weather on the way in, but that's kind of cheating, wouldn't you agree? $2,400. Take a chance here, guys, and bring it down to 1,600 feet. Hopefully that does us. Yep, there we are. Boeing Field directly ahead. Oh, and we've got an aircraft on final in front of us as well. This visual is not good. These visuals are not good. Yeah, we have an aircraft in front of us. We're okay there. There's Boeing Field below us. It's terrible, doesn't it? Really doesn't do the graphics justice when it's so claggy like this and the weather's so thick. Is what it is. Is what it is. Oh, and there we are, SeaTac. Let's get them flaps in. Speed brakes are on. Let's get the gear down. Number 2 for landing. 16 left it's supposed to be. It's bringing us in on the wrong runway. Perfect. We'll deal with it. And autopilot's coming out. Might break off actually at the last minute, guys. Auto throttle off. Let's swing it to the left. Let's get ourselves in on another runway as we have traffic on that one. Throttling back now. Just checking we've got the speed brakes in. Yeah, speed brakes are in. That's helping us slow down. 500 feet checked. 400 feet checked. 300. Some little adjustments to be made on the way in.
200.
Subtle changes. There's some wind here.
100.
Speed brakes 100 feet checked, and the speed brakes coming out.
50. 40.
That's trying to take us round. The runways are long enough here at Seattle. What is going on? Why are we hovering? Tell you what we'll do, we'll take it round, guys. And we're descending, we're descending, we're descending. Could be a crash, guys, could be a crash.
50,
Into the water we go.
40.
Skimmed off the water. That's ridiculous. First time it's ever happened. At least we have some visibility. Get rid of that gear. There's more aircraft landing. Again, an aircraft with a mind of its own. Over the Puget Sound now. Just turn back and do a visual landing. Makes for interesting content, guys. I had no control over that at all. The thrust levers was giving me absolutely nothing. It's just a good job there was that water there. It was shallow enough for us to deflect and bounce. Everybody is still alive. Up into the clag. Let's drop the nose a bit as we turn. When I'm trying to raise the nose of the aircraft, it's just so delayed. What's going on? It's actually quite choppy. Trying to raise the nose of the aircraft, it's not doing much at all. It really isn't. This isn't good. Check the map. I should get it turned around here, guys. Oh. This is not good weather, this, at all. It really isn't. That the runways? Is that the runways? That's the question. Yes it is. Yes it is. Now is that Boeing field or is it SeaTac? Either way if we're landing, so it doesn't really matter. Weather is shocking, man. I'm really struggling to do anything with this aircraft. Right, gears coming down. Any airport is a goal right now, guys. This is a struggle. Runway. We'll take the left-hand runway. And it's going to have to be a sharp turn and a land here, guys. And there's an aircraft on final right in front of us. Going to get the speed brakes on. This is close. This is close, guys. We'll go for the middle runway.
$500. 400.
Is the other aircraft touched down? No, it's on the right hand side there.
300. 200. 100.
Auto brakes are in.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There we are on the ground at SeaTac. Wow. That was touch and go. It was definitely twitchy sphincter material, guys. 37 minutes into the stream, we'll get rid of them parking brakes, and we made it down safely. Wow. Close call. Well, we made it, guys. That's the main thing. Very, very lucky. We've got a bit of a queue there by the looks of things. Can't get the thrust reversers off. I'm not really sure how we do that on this aircraft. And the thrust levers just decided to stop working. In fact, now we're reversing. So on that note, as we've saved everybody's lives on board the aircraft, welcome to Seattle. We'll see you on the next stream. Don't forget to tune in, get over to Jetstream TV and get subscribed. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much indeed.